Hi everyone, welcome to today's Altcoin Bible. As always, if you're looking to watch the extended version of this session where I actually cover the yen carry trade and also Nvidia, some larger market forces that are pulling crypto down yet again, make sure to become a newsletter subscriber. Today, I'm actually going to announce as well that I have now got 10 spots available for a one-on-one call with myself. They are paid sessions, but I think you guys will really get a lot of value out of calls where we have a look at your portfolio, risk management, when to take risks, overall positioning, and we can also have a chat about what I see coming in terms of the cycle. So I think it's really, really important right now because after 5 months of essentially just sideways and down, a lot of people have lost momentum, lost a bit of faith. As investors, it can be very, very challenging. You might need an outside perspective. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to do a mini session like I do with my masterminds over about 6, which we call the Client Suite. So if you're interested in this, make sure to book in with me. This is the page on the free group that I put out there. It's also in the graduates group. It's not available for VIPs or masterminds because we have certain avenues which we have calls with you guys, but this is for everyone outside of that, previous clients or people who haven't been clients. This isn't a way for us to get you to sign up to the course. This is simply a one-on-one call where I want to provide as much value as possible in that session for you. So a lot of you know me, they're always a lot of fun. I know a lot of you watching this may want to just come back and do a second or third call, which we have these from time to time. So yes, wanted to bring that up. Let's get into the markets. What I'm seeing here is you look pretty standard to the end of these really annoying, frustrating time-based capitulation cycles where Bitcoin goes up a little bit, gets sold into, we come back to the lows, it's just chop, it's volatility. Again, I've gone into this in more depth in the larger session, but what I'm thinking here is September is going to be a highly volatile month. Okay, probably stating the obvious there, but we have some major catalysts coming through to the US election debate, which is coming up on the 10th. Also got the rate cuts, likely cut, it's not likely, there's going to be a rate cut, it's either going to be 0.25 or 0.5. That's going to hit at around about the 19th of this month. We've got some data coming out in between. Look, markets are going to go haywire, and then we've got something like the Japanese yen carry trade that's sort of just hovering around the back edges. But I think crypto is going to, and Bitcoin are going to bottom through this phase. Doesn't mean we're going lower. It could just mean we're just chopping and chop solidation sideways. I think the Black Monday's low was the local low going around, so it's lower 50,000. Still on the menu. We can still go down there and sort of really feel it out. But I think we're going to bottom through this area over this month, over the next few weeks. So that's my kind of view. Again, I go into more depth in the larger session. Let's look at FET here. AI is a narrative that won't go away, just like meme coins from the start of the year. I think that is set to rejuvenate itself as we go into Q4 in 2025. So I wouldn't take my eyes off AI tokens at all. The chart itself, lower highs and lower lows, looks absolutely dismal, but eventually this is going to change trend and reverse. We're seeing the starts of that. So FET, as my one to watch, I want to see this create a new trend. It's already trying to here. You can see a low and a higher low, and now it's tried to make a higher high, but has failed. So it's trying to. It's not higher than the last one, but it's about on point, right into the 100-day moving average. What I want to see here is this run into that next bubble there up to the 200. That would be a very clear higher high, higher low trend and the start of a much larger move. So 1.7 is probably my target in the midterm, and this is building that foundations along this level. It'd make a ton of sense because this is the area we want to see it bottoming around here. It's kind of wiped out everything that it did for the start of the year. That's a frustration for many that hold altcoins versus Bitcoin. But we're just getting started, guys. This is, I think a lot of these altcoins have essentially just hit rock bottom. They're chopping around those lows. No one wants to buy in these areas where everyone wants to, buy when it's raging higher. These are the areas of solid value, and you just have to be patient and do it over time. That's, I guess, what tests your mettle as investors in these markets. But there is alpha down here if you're willing to explore it. So FET, one to watch on my radar. Now, Ethereum, it's actually my danger zone this week. So it's a big coin. I wanted to cover it when I think it looks, terrible. Right now, Ethereum's kind of printing, and I've got a bit of a scribble here that I use in my largest session, but just bear with me here. I think this looks like the dome shape that's happening up here. Sort of weak bounce, couldn't break through to create a higher high. It's rounding that top again, like that, just like we had here, and cracked the low here, and it runs down to the next range low. So that's what we're potentially seeing here. If Ethereum cannot hold this level here, she's going down to 2,000, if not lower, at the bottom of the range, or at least the scope is there for it to have a fall of let's just have a look, another 25%. I think that's unlikely, but that's what the technicals are looking at right now, especially when you look at the RSI here, looking like it wants to downtrend down again. So yeah, nothing really is good looking here about ETH at all. It will reverse, it will return, but what we want to do is see this kind of movement back into the demand zone, create a higher high, higher low. It's just that simple. I wouldn't be buying too heavy. I'd have bids sort of set, little bids, sort of nibble away, dollar cost average in. But if you're looking to be aggressive in your moving and aggressive in your trading for more confirmation, I'd be waiting for sort of a trend change, and that's just not showing. So Ethereum well within my danger zone here. The outflows as well with the ETFs are net negative at the moment. So again, it will change. I wanted to put that on your radar because we often have Ethereum as a bull case quite a lot, but in the short term just doesn't look that flash. Now, my cherry ripe this week is SUI. So let's get rid of that box. SUI, for my cherry ripes, especially in these periods of sideways chop and whatnot, we had volatility this morning, so a lot of the charts have a lot of the good setups are not really there. But if there still is a glimmer of hope, I'm looking for relative strength. And over a longer period of time, SUI has obviously been showing these lower highs and lower lows, but she has really, really been trying to create a new uptrend. Broken that downtrend to the upside, around this period. See my downtrend line there, broke up through there, came back down, liquidated a lot of those late FOMO longest, probably other stop losses there. Liquidity drove it higher, again, wiped all them out again. Now we're back to the downtrend line. And I think if we're in this pocket over here, and if I just draw a rectangle box, in terms of the volume and liquidity, it's all happening in this region here. It's all happening through here. These circles that I've drawn, I'll squish that out. But here's where I think the SUI can actually bottom and create a much nicer trend. So this is one of the better charts I'm looking at. Still hasn't done anything substantial. This is a really clear higher low here on top of that downtrend support. But we get above this previous high over here, for good, then we're moving up through this region. And I don't mind that the RSI is back to 46. I want to see it back above 50 though, and stay on top of this volume. But I think SUI is as good as any that I'm seeing out there, and as well, it's got a bit of a momentum. It's got a bit of a community drive for Raoul Bull tweeted. I know he's been bullish on it for ages, but he's behind it as well. So there's some nice things of confluence there with SUI. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with Bitcoin here over the next 24, 48 hours. But I don't know if altcoins have too much further to go. Of course, if Bitcoin loses that 56,500 level, we're going to those low 50,000s. We'll probably do get that last plunge into liquidity that we're looking for before things turn around in October. So guys, hope you have a wonderful day. We'll catch you again next time as well. Click the link if you want to have a one-on-one call with me. I have a ton of fun doing them. I'd love to meet some new people and even some old faces as well that have done their calls with me previously, and hopefully I've helped and you coming in for a second time to get an update. So have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.